Buddy, it's just a nice day. So, and you know, I like to do videos outside. So, that in mind, some great training today with our agents. Thank you bunches to Wingfoot Title for accommodating us on a Saturday, which a lot of places can't do or won't do. So, huge shout out to them for taking care of us. I think we got some great training out of it today. We did some discussions about title and how important title is. We did some discussions with regards to FERPTA. And FERPTA Solutions came in and gave us a little bit of a quick impromptu presentation on FERPTA and how that works, because there's a lot of foreign sellers in Southwest Florida, and that's something that agents need to be clued in on. So we felt it was like important to take advantage of that and try and start to get, especially our newer agents, get them up to speed on what's going on. With all that in mind, I was kind of inspired on the way home to just make a recruiting video, because I get it. A lot of new agents, and mind you, remember, I teach real estate, so I see a lot of new agents, and I see that deer in the headlight look. I see that, what brokerage do I go to? What's next? You know, I passed the state exam. How do I pick the right brokerage? Well, number one, you're not going to know until you try, right? You're going to have to get out there. You're going to have to interview brokers. You're going to have to talk to people. Right? You're going to have to see what fits best for you. So for all you newer agents, and actually for some of you seasoned agents as well, of course, plane comes over right now. Is it a matter of what's the brokerage look like from the outside? Because I can tell you, I've been that person that from the outside looking in, the brokerage looked great. That applies to a lot of different things in life, and once you're inside, it's a whole lot different. So to that point, you know, a lot of brokerages have a lot of similarities. Can I offer you 100% of your compensation? Yeah, I can. You know, that's becoming more and more commonplace, especially as the real estate world gets more and more competitive. Can I offer you training? Sure, absolutely. If you look at my Facebook post today, we went straight from small group training, where we were talking about the things that I mentioned earlier, straight into a one-on-one training session with one of our agents, Costa Gosev, that wanted to talk about CMAs and how you properly do CMAs. I know agents out there, seasoned agents, that are comparing 2005 properties to 2025 properties. Seasoned agents, you can't do that, right? And it's not their fault, it's just they've never been trained, right? So can we offer you training? All day long. Can we do some one-on-one with you? Sure. Can we, schedule it? It's a matter of a phone call. Are we going to nickel and dime you to death? No, we're not. We're not that kind of brokerage. We're a true 100% compensation brokerage. I'm not going to charge you an onboarding fee. Those are crazy made-up fees. I'm not going to charge you to review your contract. We don't have salary caps. We don't have royalty fees. We don't have any of that craziness. When Lisa and I decided to start our own brokerage, it was all about making realtors successful. It was all about making a better caliber of realtor by way of our educating them and getting them up to speed. Because guess what? If I make you successful, then all I've done is, that's pretty. All I've done is actually make myself successful. So why not put my effort and my knowledge into your head and try and get you to where I'm at? Why not? What's wrong with that? Right? And I can do it without charging you this extra and that extra. Do we have a mentoring program? Yes, we do. It's basically the first 2 transactions, and after that, it's negotiable. Yep, believe it or not, really, I will actually negotiate with you. Can you reach out to your broker? Sure. We put all of our agents in a group text with me and Lisa, so if I'm teaching, you still have somebody that you can reach out to. So you're never by yourself. You're never going to have to worry about a broker associate answering. You're never going to have to worry about an administrative assistant answering, and you're never going to have to worry about getting an answer 3 or 4 days later, because by that time, your transaction's probably gone and you need the information a whole lot quicker. We were texting with one of our agents at 11:30 2 nights ago because he was concerned he was getting into a scam where somebody had said, hey, I want you to help me with this property, blah, blah, blah. It was a scam all day long. I'm glad he reached out to us. That is how you become successful. That's how you learn. That's cool. Now, if he texts us, at 11:30 at night, 3 or 4 times a week, okay, we may have to talk about that a little bit. But in that instance, that was the right time to answer the phone and say, hey, you know what? I got your back. I'll take care of you, right? it's a good thing. We offer training once a month as far as small groups. We do April, we're having a Caballo's Realty Family Cookout, right? To kind of say thank you to our agents. I don't care if you're a producer, if you're not producer. We've invited family members because we're a very family-oriented brokerage, and we like that, right? So it's one of our ways of saying thank you. And you know, can we compete with the great big companies? No. We're never going to be one of those companies that has 1,000 agents. That's not our business model. That's not what I want for our business. You know, if our business stays small, and I can tell you right now, my target number is 50 agents. 50. That's it. Because you know what? In a brokerage that's this big, right? You know how much value you have? About that much. Because if you fail, there's 1,000 more behind you that are going to take your spot. Sorry, but that's reality. So, a lot of cool things to talk about. Could I go on and on and on and rant about mentorship? And I know brokerages where people are being mentored by agents that literally have 2 years under your belt. That's not a person who should be mentoring anybody. But no, that's not the way mentoring is supposed to work. You should have some experience under your belt. You should know about vacant land sales. You should know about selling condos. You should know about selling single-family residences. You should know about a bunch of different facets of real estate. And I'm sorry, folks, and no disrespect intended, but if you only have a couple years in real estate, I mean, unless you have vested real estate time in another state, and mind you, other states do things differently than Florida, right? Then you shouldn't be mentoring anybody. Sorry, that's the truth. That's the way I do business. So, you know what? A lot of great people in real estate, a lot of great new agents coming into real estate. A lot of people are looking at all the things that are going on in real estate right now and saying, hey, I might want to get into real estate. A lot of older agents that maybe aren't happy where they're at, you know, and you just want to find another home. I'm here. Let's talk. What's it going to cost you to call me? Nothing. A phone call, maybe a cup of coffee at Starbucks where we can sit and talk about what the options are. We just picked up another agent today, and really all he could say was praise, because we're real. We're not fake. We are the way we are. Lisa and I are. We care about people, and if you care about people, it comes back to you. It really does. So, could I fill your ear for another hour, probably, on thoughts and philosophies with regards to recruiting and training and how things should be done? Probably, maybe 2 hours. But I'm not about that. If you want to talk about a brokerage that's probably a little bit different than others, if you want to talk about a brokerage that is actually here to take care of you, where you're not going to be another number or another file, where your broker is actually going to know about you and ask you how things are going and how your family is and what's going on in your future and what direction you want to take in real estate, right here, right? Give me a call, 863-441-3295. Roy Caballo, broker owner, kind of this right here, Caballo's Realty. Give us a shout. Let's see what we can do. And if we're not the right fit for you, I'm okay with that, right? Because the average broker the average agent doesn't stay with one broker for their entire career. Some agents jump 2 or 3 brokerages. Before we started our own brokerage, I had been with 2 other brokerages prior to that. So give me a shout. You got my number. I'm real easy to text. I don't sleep a whole lot, and I'm going back inside to work on some advertising and some stuff like that. So give me a shout. Hope to hear from you guys soon. Give me a call. Hey, check out my YouTube channel, because there's no sales on there. It's all about teaching real estate. Let's Talk Real Estate, Roy Caballo. I have a whole VA series that I'm working on. You might get a kick out of it, and you might learn something. Talk to everybody later. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Bye now.